The granddaughter insulted her grandmother in fluent French, calling her a fool right in front of the whole family. The daughter-in-law heard it but didn't correct her. Instead, she added insult in French, saying the grandmother smelled sour and acted like a dog in the house. The mother and daughter laughed out loud without shame. When the in-law asked what they were saying, they turned their insults into fake compliments. But just then, the grandmother couldn't take it anymore. She calmly asked in perfect French who exactly they were insulting. The room instantly fell silent. Everyone was stunned. How could a woman who only cooked and cleaned speak such fluent French? They had no idea. She was once a renowned French professor and the chairwoman of a trust fund worth billions. Years ago, after inheriting her husband's estate, she handed over all company affairs to professionals, then resigned from her academic career to focus on family. This year, upon hearing her granddaughter would be home for the family dinner, she spent the entire day cooking her favorite dishes. But when she offered her a sweet and sour rib, the girl rolled her eyes. When she served a bowl of black chicken soup, the girl impatiently pushed it away. Then the in-law gifted the girl an expensive crystal necklace and used the moment to mock the grandmother's rural background, claiming she had no understanding of noble etiquette. The granddaughter began speaking to her mother in French, calling the woman who raised her a fool loudly and proudly. They were sure the grandmother wouldn't understand a word, but to their shock, she responded fluently in French. Everyone was speechless. The grandmother then asked her granddaughter, "Did studying abroad only teach you how to humiliate others in another language?" After a long silence, her son finally spoke, but instead of defending her, he scolded her for causing trouble during the holidays. He mocked her, saying a rural woman could never understand French. The grandmother stared at him in disbelief. She had given everything to raise him, yet now he was ashamed of her in front of his in-laws. She asked if his pride mattered more than her dignity. Her daughter-in-law finally dropped all pretense, pointing at her face and yelling, saying she was just a maid who cooked and cleaned and had no right to talk about dignity, that without her son, she didn't even deserve to live in that house. The grandmother wiped away her tears, realizing it was pointless to argue with ungrateful people. She stood up, took off her apron, and poured out all the grievances she had endured over the years. She said she was done. The daughter-in-law sneered, telling her to leave, saying she wouldn't last 3 days before crawling back. What no one expected was that the grandmother walked out the door, got into a taxi, and headed straight to the most luxurious 7-star hotel in the city. There she pulled out a top-tier black card she had kept hidden for years. Before passing, her husband had placed all his assets in a trust fund, and that black card was the key. The grandmother once believed that hard work and sacrifice would earn her a harmonious family, but today she realized she had been wrong. So from now on, she would live for herself. The next day, she changed into luxury designer clothes, then hired the best legal team in the city. She ordered them to freeze all accounts authorized under her son and daughter-in-law, and to reclaim all property registered under her name. Most importantly, her granddaughter's scholarship to the University of Paris was funded by the trust left by her husband. She asked the lawyers to contact the university and cancel every cent. Back home, the clueless granddaughter happily told everyone that her scholarship had been approved, and a professor would soon arrive to present it to her in person. The family was thrilled, not knowing the university had already sent confirmation to the